Let's get into some Royal Rumble predictions. So I'm starting off with the Women's Royal Rumble match. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like a very big deal this year. I mean, only four people have actually declared for this match. So Bianca Belair, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, and Bayley have declared for the Women's Royal Rumble, which is kind of nice because it leaves a lot of space for them to bring back legends, bring up some NXT people, but it also means that there's probably only a chance of those four people winning. So Bianca Belair could become the first woman to win two Royal Rumbles, so could Becky. But I don't know. I think personally, it feels like this year is Bayley's year. I think that Bayley winning the Royal Rumble will really move the damage control storyline forward. And it'll give Bayley a chance to really show what she's got. I mean, she hasn't really done anything since she turned heel, and damage control are only really picking up speed now. So I'm actually more excited to see if there are going to be legends coming back or if we're going to get some really nice surprises. I mean, NXT is pretty much down the road because they're in Tampa and NXT is in Orlando. So we could see Roxanne Perez show up. We could see Kiana James finally make a Royal Rumble debut. There's so many options down in NXT, and of course, we have Jade Cargill, who could be making a return to NXT. She's taken some time off after them doing a whole bunch of teasers of Jade Cargill going to Raw and mixing it up with Becky, going to SmackDown and mixing it up with Charlotte. And of course, she watched the NXT match with Lyra Valkyria. We could see Jade Cargill finally get into the ring at the Royal Rumble, which is really exciting. Okay, here's the big question that's been on everyone's mind since CM Punk came back. Could we possibly see AJ Lee? You know what? At Survivor Series, I said CM Punk shouldn't come back. I said there's not a chance in hell we're seeing CM Punk return. And then CM Punk came back and hell froze over. So I'm gonna say never. I'm gonna say maybe with the right booking and opportunities that they can give AJ Lee, she can come back. So yeah, let's say never, and hopefully maybe we'll see AJ return. In terms of the winner, like I said, there's only four people that have declared, which means that it's probably one of those four winning. So I'm saying Bayley. I really, really want to see Bayley win, and she can tease beating Rhea. She can tease choosing Rhea, and then in the end up choosing Io because I'm pretty sure in the next 2 months or so something's going to happen. They're gonna break damage control up, or Bayley's just gonna get kicked out, and then we're gonna see Bayley vs Io sometime soon. I'm picking Bayley to win the Royal Rumble. You know, it's actually insane. This is the first time in a long time that they actually haven't really put any matches on a Royal Rumble card, which is really nice because we know that the Royal Rumble is probably going to be an hour per Rumble. And then Roman Reigns is probably going to have like a 20-minute entrance. Moving on to the United States Championship match, and this is Logan Paul defending the United States title against Kevin Owens. Did I ever think that I would ever say the words Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens and Logan Paul is the defending champion? Definitely not. But I think this is a really, really, really nice match for Logan Paul because we know Kevin Owens is a worker. So if there was ever someone who Logan Paul should defend the US title against, it's probably Kevin Owens. In the comments below, please tell me because I'm not actually sure. Is this Logan Paul's very first title defense? Because I can't remember another one. So if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. This one is tough. And the only reason I'm saying that this is a really hard match to predict is because I don't actually know what Logan Paul's plans are. You know, if he was in a movie or if he was in a UFC fight or something, or in a boxing match, then I could probably say, okay, he's going to drop the title here and then he's going to go and do something else. But I actually don't know what he's doing at the moment. So it's really hard to tell what's going to happen here. But I have a feeling that he should only lose it at Mania. I have a feeling that he's only going to lose the title at Mania. So, I think he's going to retain against Kevin Owens. There's probably going to be something very sneaky that happens, probably with the brass knuckles again, because that's how he wins every single match. No, I don't. This is so difficult. I don't actually see the direction that they're going with. So I'm actually going to say, you know what? Screw it. Logan Paul's going to retain the title, and then we're probably going to see him face off against some other babyface somewhere else. I'm going to say Logan Paul's retaining the US title. So we're going on to the WWE Universal Championship match. Sorry. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship match. And our defending champion Roman Reigns is defending against Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles. So we finally have Roman Reigns in a multi-man match, which is something that I've been waiting for, because in the last 3 years that he's had the title, he's only had one-on-one matches defending the title. And I knew that as soon as he's in a multi-man match, we're going to see a different dynamic. He might actually have to work in a match as opposed to just kind of having Solo always do the hard work right at the end to finish off the match and help him win. So this is really, really exciting, because this is a different ball game for Roman Reigns. Personally, if I was booking this match, you don't really want Roman to lose the title now, because he's a few months away from Mania. And we all know that the crowning moment has to be at Mania. The streak has to end at Mania. It's going to feel so anticlimactic if it happens here. Even if Randy Orton gets a really nice moment and a really big pop, or AJ Styles does, or LA Knight does, it's not going to feel the same as winning at Mania. Personally, I would make sure that he only loses it at Mania, and that's just because that always feels like the best crowning moment. And as always, WWE is about making moments. It feels like they're currently about just making things that'll look good on social media so that they can get 50 million more views. Like I said, if I was booking this match, I think that the best way to do it would probably be to have Solo take out Randy early in the night, then have him take out LA Knight closer to the match, and then right before the match take out AJ Styles, so that it eliminates all of them. So even if Randy comes in, it's going to feel like a one-on-one match. And then if AJ comes back, Roman's already eliminated Randy Orton. Well, not really eliminated, but Roman would have taken care of Randy Orton. And then AJ Styles comes in, takes care of AJ Styles, and then the same with LA Knight. So then eventually he can just stack all of them and pile them up. Oh, right. So I actually just realized that he faced Daniel Bryan and Edge. And I don't know if this was in the Thunderdome. Wasn't this just for the Universal title? They hadn't merged the titles yet. They definitely hadn't. But it was Edge and Daniel Bryan. And both of those people are now in AEW. That's how long ago this was. But yeah, he actually had a multi-man match before this. Okay, so this whole title reign feels like it's just mushed into like one. I don't know what part of the timeline we're on right now. That's how long this title reign's been. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I don't see Roman losing the title here. Like I said, he should probably lose it at Mania. So I'm wondering if maybe Jimmy and Solo should just end up helping him, or if they should actually bring in someone new. I doubt they'll bring in someone new now, because the last I heard there were a whole bunch of disputes that were going on with names and contracts. So maybe not now. But I think that there will definitely be some sort of new member in the future. So yeah, I think Solo is probably going to play a huge factor in this. And then Roman's just going to keep the title like he usually does. Hopefully until Mania. Because if we go into a 4th year of this title reign, I'm probably going to lose my mind. It's time for someone new to hold that title. Also, because I'm just tired of saying undisputed WWE Universal Champion. What kind of company doesn't have a belt that's just named after the company? Just call it the WWE Championship. You've had so long to rebrand this title and you still haven't. And finally, we're going on to the men's Royal Rumble match. I never thought I would see the day that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes would go face to face and possibly go head to head in a match, never mind in the Royal Rumble. That's crazy to think about. That we're in 2024 and we're seeing CM Punk in a WWE ring. Oh my word, that's crazy. Okay. So currently, I'm not sure how many people have declared for the men's Royal Rumble match. I know that we have Cody, Punk, Jey Uso, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, probably a few people from SmackDown. I think Bobby Lashley is one of them. I'm thinking we could see Sheamus return. I don't know how far along he is with his injury, but we could. I know that there's been talks of Big E coming back, but it is his decision to see if it's right for him, if he feels well enough to come back. But he's also done so much within the WWE outside of the ring. So maybe he'll just be happier as an ambassador. We don't know. But if he does come back, it would be really, really nice to see him come back during the Royal Rumble. But I'm wondering if they should actually put The Rock in the Royal Rumble. And my feeling is no. I don't want to see The Rock in the Royal Rumble. And the reason for this is that I feel like the Royal Rumble is already big enough. You already have the cover of 2K24 in the match. You have CM Punk in the match. We know that they'll probably have a whole bunch of really nice other legends to come back into the match. And for once, we actually have a really nice story going into the Royal Rumble. And the reason I say this is because you have the return of CM Punk, and CM Punk wants to make up for the 10 years that he's been gone, or almost 10 years that he's been gone. So he wants to win the Royal Rumble and he wants to main event WrestleMania. Then you have Cody Rhodes, who so desperately wants to finish his story that he wants to go back to back and win 2 Royal Rumbles in a row, which hasn't happened in almost 3 decades. So considering that Stone Cold was the last person to win back-to-back, I don't know if this is the right time to do it. Cody Rhodes is the right person to do it, but I don't know if this is the right time to have a back-to-back win. That's going to be so interesting to see. Those are your 2 frontrunners. Personally, for me, the 2 frontrunners are Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Okay, I need to make a decision. I don't think Cody should go back to back. I think there should be another way for him to get to Roman. So we should have CM Punk win the Royal Rumble and on Raw immediately choose the World Heavyweight Championship. So he needs to say, I want to fight Seth Rollins, but whether it's Seth Rollins or someone else holding the World Heavyweight Championship, that's the belt that I want to main event WrestleMania with. And then it's clear for Cody to go after Roman because CM Punk wants nothing to do with Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes also wants nothing to do with the World Heavyweight Championship. His goal has always been the WWE Championship. So this would mean that the only other way for Cody to get to Roman is to probably win an Elimination Chamber, or he can go through Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce and go, look, I got to the final 2 of the Royal Rumble. I deserve to go after Roman Reigns. And consistently persist and keep going until they actually finally just give him the match because they're tired of dealing with him. I don't know, that seems whiny, but it also, it doesn't feel like a back-to-back Rumble is the way to do it. It just doesn't feel like that's the right thing to do. Personally, I think CM Punk's going to win. I think it's going to be Punk versus Rollins at Mania, Cody versus Roman, but not because Cody won the Royal Rumble. I'm actually going to say it. I think CM Punk is going to win the Royal Rumble in 2024. Okay, so those are just my predictions. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Who do you think will see show up at the Royal Rumble? Who do you want to win the Royal Rumble? Give me your predictions. Yeah, I'll see you for the Royal Rumble 2024. It's one of the best events of the year. It's why it's a big 4 pay-per-view. Please do all of that good YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends and family. As always, be mindful and be kind.